Hey guys, welcome. Dan the Bodybuilder from Thailand here with my friend Bruno. Bruno, I met him because he was one of the original subscribers from the channel and he lives in Udon Thani, Thailand. And when I moved to Udon Thani, he introduced himself to me. And so Bruno now, as you guys could see on the thumbnail for this video, he is much thinner than he used to be. Over the past year, he's gone over a weight loss journey where he lost over 100 pounds. And when I knew Bruno, he was very large and overweight. But now Bruno looks like a different person to me. And so I've been watching him have this transformation over the past year, and really proud of Bruno. And I want to ask him some questions about what process happened to do this, because I know there's a lot of people who want to do what Bruno did. He lost over 100 pounds, but they just don't have the action isn't happening to do it, or they don't know what to do. So I want to talk to Bruno. He's someone who's been there, done that, and we're going to find out how. So Bruno, what was the first thing, like, as far as your motivation? What made you think that you wanted to do that?
Um, I just wanted to look normal. You know, I was always the big guy. I remember when I was like in second grade, I weighed like 60 kilograms, which is around 130 pounds. In second grade.
Okay.
Like I guess like when I was in
Very big for second grade, right? 130
yeah,
pounds. Yeah.
really really big. Yeah, I weighed like twice the weight of normal kids.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I remember like when I was in uh sixth grade, I was like 100 kilograms, which is about 220
Okay.
pounds.
Yeah, that's as heavy as me.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
in sixth grade. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I was that. I was like maybe 5'1" and 100 kilograms. Yeah, and when I was like in high school, I was already like 130 kilograms, which is almost 290 pounds. And when I reached my highest weight at when I was around 22, I guess,
Hmm.
I weighed, I think, 315 pounds.
Okay.
hmm The one time I was on a scale, like it was 140 kilograms, and I went over 140 kilograms. So I guess I was
Oh,
around 143 kilograms.
so you maxed out the scale.
Yeah,
Got it.
and like in Asia, people don't weigh that much. If you're
Yeah.
over 100 kilograms, then you're already considered morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, you hardly can find a scale that weighs over 120 kilograms, and that scale had a max of 140 kilograms, and I maxed out. Yeah, and then so that was how I lived.
So it
And
was something along. It's like lifelong for you. It sounds like ever since you were a child, you've had
mhm,
a propensity to have this to be overweight.
yeah, um, I guess it came from my mom was probably somebody who was like, my mom would want me to only focus on studying.
Okay.
She didn't want me to be like physically active. So, um, me personally, I'm an emotional eater. I use food as comfort. Like when some people use alcohol, for example, for to relieve themselves. It's like
Yeah.
somebody addicted to drugs. It's how to relieve themselves. Me, it was food. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, I enjoy like lots of things. Like I don't know. Like I don't even have a specially desired food because I can eat anything.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yeah, and then so that's what happened. Like I use food as comfort.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then like I guess like last year I was working in this sedentary job.
Hmm.
I was sitting 8 9 hours a day. And then at 100 around 130 kilograms, you can't find clothes that fit. You know,
Yeah. Very difficult,
and
especially in
yeah,
Thailand. I can vouch for that. Yeah.
yeah, because nobody weighs over 130. Probably a lot easier back in the states.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and then so I can't buy clothes. I can't I don't drink, you know. I don't enjoy drinking, honestly.
Yeah.
So what I did was I ate. You know, sometimes after I finished work, maybe around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., I would just call a friend like, "Where are you?" And my friend would be like, "I'm home. Can you go out and eat with me? I'm broke, man. I'll pay for it. It's on me." You know, things like that. I would just find somebody to go and eat with me. You know, every single day.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
That's how I relieve myself. You know, like a lot of people, like when they have this when they hate their jobs, and they would be like they will find relief by shopping, you know.
Yeah.
But I did not have anything
Absolutely.
to
Or
buy.
drinking, like you said, or drinking, like you said.
Or
Yeah.
drink
Absolutely.
it, you know, like, or get wasted, things like that. I don't enjoy those. You know, what I would enjoy actually is eating. So that's what I did, you know. And then I would just go eat, you know. I would just go stuff my face and then go home, sleep. The next day, all over again. You know, that's how I lived. You know, and I was sitting like 8-9 hours a day. And my job was really, I was pretty stressed out. You know, because I was getting probably a good salary, but I was always working overtime, you know, and I didn't get paid overtime because my salary was pretty high, you know, for somebody who lives in Thailand, you know, and then so that's what I would always go home like 8 p.m. Never 5. I rarely go home at 5. Yeah, you know, so that's what I did, you know, and then so like I told myself like before Songkran last year, I said I want to change my behaviors, you know. And what I actually enjoy watching and doing is actually powerlifting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, I enjoy watching guys like Stan Efferding, KK, Dan Green, Pete Rubish, you know, and then those guys like I guess like their workload is so high that they don't even need to restrict the calories.
Yeah. So this was an interest you developed when you were not yet training, but you were still working this previous job, but you did become interested. You found these guys like on YouTube or something like that, and started watching them.
Yeah.
Power lifters. Okay.
Yeah, power lifters. You
and
know.
that made you feel inspired.
Because for me personally, I still enjoy eating. You know.
And
I don't even restrict my calories at the moment.
Okay.
So I probably eat whatever I want to, but I have a purpose of eating. Because of my purpose is I want to be better than yesterday or be better than today. You know, so when I eat and then I overate and then I will try to go hit new PRs at the gym.
Yeah.
You know, like it's either I need to progress. So it's either I have to add weight on the bar or add reps, or if I don't add weights or add reps, then I will probably reduce my rest time, things like that, you know.
Okay. That's if you ate extra food, then you take it out on the weights. It sounds like you're using that energy on the weights. Am I right? You're doing the powerlifting training. That's the kind of training that you're doing for your exercise. Are you doing any type of cardio?
Not really. Right. I just started doing like boxing these few weeks.
Oh yeah. And
these 1 or 2 weeks.
You're doing the Muay Thai boxing a bit, and then I think actually I have seen you posting on Instagram about like a couple mile walks that you'd been doing around the park, Nong Prajak Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do that like but I don't do that anymore because I work a lot. You know, I work more than I used to because when I was working my sedentary job, I was stressed out, so I just quit. You know, I just I quit my job and then I trained, ate and slept for like 2-3 months straight. I never drank, I never went out, I never missed a workout or a meal. You know.
Okay.
So
cool.
So that was what I did, you know, and it's like my first 3 months I lost.
That was the first 3 months. Is right after you quit that job. Then you did the eat, sleep, train.
Yeah, around maybe almost 3 months. But in total of the first 100 days, I lost 20 kilograms,
Yeah,
which is around 44 pounds.
So you said that you weren't restricting your calories, and you're still not restricting your calories. So normally that's not gonna make someone lose weight. So tell me about what kind of stuff you're eating that's allowing you to be able to do that. What kind of foods are you eating?
Something that is not deep fried, let's say.
Okay.
Or I'll not go to like KFC. I'll have that like once in a while, but usually like pretty clean. Like
Yeah.
Like a chicken burrito or like
Okay.
steak burrito, things like that. That's what I enjoy.
I think I
Or
heard you say earlier that you've been avoiding processed foods. You've been trying to eat a lot of raw foods. Is that correct?
Not really raw, but yeah. Like I don't try. I try not to eat like hot dogs. Or like what else? Like any processed meat, and anything that requires like a lot of processing. I still eat like things like cereal from time to time. But what I did when I was trying to cut weight is I did intermittent fasting. So I would start my meals like maybe 1 p.m. And then finish around 8. And then I would eat like twice a day. In the morning, in the lunch and dinner, and that was it. And I tried not to eat like between meals because as I said, I'm an emotional eater.
Yeah.
And so if I eat, it's like if a person's an alcoholic and you like introduce like alcohol into their bloodstream, they're probably not gonna stop drinking until they pass out.
Yeah.
And then for me is I would try not to think about food in the morning, and then after I'll try to eat when I'm hungry, and then when I finish my meals, and then I would just walk away. I would try not to think about food again. I would eat like 2 big meals a day. So that was what I did.
That strategy helped you to be able eating the 2 meals per day and doing the intermittent fasting. That strategy helped you to be able to restrict the amount of food you're eating and not think about it during other times of the day.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so but I don't have like a restrictive diet or anything like that, and I never count my macros or calories.
Yeah.
So that's just what I did. And then like I try to increase my workload, try to be better than yesterday. So
okay.
I try to lift heavy too.
The amount that you're doing in the gym, you're trying to increase your workload, so the amount of energy you use, you're trying to increase that over time. And then I wanted to make sure that we got this clear about the diet and the kinds of food that you're eating. It sounds like before you experienced the massive 100-pound weight loss, you were eating more. What kind of foods were you eating in comparison to now? Can you tell me the difference?
I guess when I was like at my highest weight, I got to college, and then when I got to college, there's no like time that food is sold for the rest of the day. So I would just drink like these liquid calories, like these Thai tea or like green tea, which has a lot of milk and sugar, in it. I would drink that instead of water.
Okay.
And then like on weekends I would go and get pasta with cream sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then things like that, and that's why I used to enjoy. I eat that sometimes, but not as regular as before.
Yeah.
So
So you're doing it consistently. You're eating those things all the time. every day,
Yeah,
all throughout the day.
all throughout the day. Yeah.
Okay. But
And then
now what are you doing in comparison?
so I try to like drink more water, or I try to avoid drinking calories. You
Uh-huh.
know, because it's a lot easier to overconsume drinking calories than eating it. You know,
Yeah.
because actually drinking it uh requires less effort to do it, because
Hmm.
with uh it for you to eat it you need to chew it and then swallow it, things like that,
Yeah,
and then
I totally agree.
yeah, well, like but if you consume calories by drinking it, the only thing you need to do is swallow it into your mouth and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's, I guess it's what I the reason I gained the weight is mostly because of my liquid calories.
Mm.
I rarely drank any water. I would drink this um, iced coffee, Thai tea, what else? Soda, things like that. I rarely drank any water. That's why.
You know
So
what,
when I,
Bruno? The impression I'm getting is that I was expecting to hear some more like extreme changes that you had made, but it sounds like you were able to do this transformation without making extreme lifestyle changes. It sounds like you made this transformation by doing moderate changes to your whole lifestyle, and it's not. I was expecting it to be something that took a lot more pain and suffering and sacrifice to go through, but it sounds like what you did was you just took control of your life and you
Mhm.
just made moderate changes and you were consistent. That's pretty much what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's, I have no secrets about it.
Uh-huh.
None. Zero. That's all I did.
Well, I'm hearing that it was very important for you to find an activity that was fun that you enjoyed doing. For
Hmm.
your transformation, for your weight loss, you finding powerlifting, which was like a sport or an activity or something that was exercising that you think is fun and you enjoy,
Hmm.
that was essential to this happening for you. It
Yeah.
the diet was half of it, but the other half seems like it was this thing that was finding an activity that you enjoy that is physically active.
Yes. That
That's
was what
really
I did.
that's really amazing. So it was that motivation of you'd grown up, you'd always been overweight, and then you'd always wanted to just feel normal. And what does it feel like now? Now that because I've seen these new pictures of you, I've seen you, looking good in a suit, you look like a normal guy, doing the Muay Thai fighting. I barely even recognize you, to be honest. I see you dating girls. I see you. You look much happier. You got a lot more energy. It looks like your whole life is much better now. So what? How has your life improved? What do you feel like now that you've done it?
Mm, what do I feel like? I feel like,
How's life better now?
honestly, I feel like a normal person.
Hmm.
Like when I see somebody like an acquaintance of mine, which I haven't met in like over a year. I guess like most of them don't recognize me.
Yeah.
A lot of people barely recognize me, because unless I was near, and then because still have the same voice as I
Yeah.
did when I was bigger, and then
Yeah.
so that's when they would recognize me. And then so when I would greet somebody, a lot of people would be like, "Who's this guy?"
Uh huh.
Because I used to be like the person like that people would see, and they would recognize me easily because of my size,
Yeah.
you know. And then so what when I go to see somebody right now, they just think I'm a regular person. I remember when we would go to clubs when it's somewhere that is crowded, and then when somebody wants to pass by, they would say they would let me pass, be the first one in front. I would be the
Hmm.
front man,
Okay.
and like tankers,
Uh huh.
like in Dota games,
Uh huh.
because when I pass by, and then everybody will be able to follow me.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have that. And then people don't do that with me anymore.
Oh, you don't have that ability anymore, huh? And you're
No,
glad. You're glad.
I guess so. It feels weird, you know. I was like, I'm not that person anymore. They would not consider me like a fat guy anymore. They would
Oh,
just
so
consider
you
me like
feel
a.
like you got a different identity. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that you feel like you have a whole different identity now?
Hmm. Yeah,
Ah,
I guess that's a word.
making you feel like a whole different person, whole new person.
Yeah, and then like I have more confidence.
Noticed that you'd made some improvements, that you were strong, and so a personal trainer noticed that. That sounds
Hmm.
like after going through a weight loss transformation, that would be validating to have that happen in the gym. That would make you feel good.
Hmm. Yeah, and then a lot of people ask like, "What's my diet?" I said, "I don't have a diet because I don't restrict my calories. You know, I just try to avoid things that are harmful. You know, I don't I rarely eat like these things like French fries, for example. You know, and then I don't really eat like fried chicken. You know, I would get like maybe grilled chicken instead of fried. You know, like just make like simple, healthier choices.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's what I did. And then like I would always tell people like when people come and ask me how did you lose the weight, and then I would always tell them it's not about 80% diet and 20% exercise. It's 50-50.
That's awesome, man. So we're
Hmm.
coming up on 30 minutes here. So we're gonna cut this one off for today. But
Okay.
just wanted to thank Bruno for coming on the show. And Bruno, can you tell everybody what your Instagram is? So if they want to come talk to you, if anybody is wanting to see this video and then come talk to you, they can find you.
Okay. My Instagram is Bruno Bruno .Filart. Okay, you
How do
can
you
come
spell
check
that?
it.
How do you spell Filart?
FI Finland, Ireland, London, America, Russia, Thailand.
Okay, so Bruno.Filart. And that's at Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. All right, great,
Okay.
Bruno. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Keep up the good work and keep us
Thanks a
updated.
lot, man. Peace.
Mm.